Hi guys, Ash McAuliffe here from the Asset Lab, and today we're going to talk about tax time. That's everyone's favourite time of year, not. I've got a couple of ideas of how we can make tax time a little bit easier for you, combining my love of fintech and my distaste of taxation and the tax return process. G'day guys, as I said, it is tax time, and I think it's one of the things that people loathe. There's not many people that stick their hand up and say, yeah, gee, I love tax time. I'm certainly not one of them. And look, I think there's a few things out there that can make tax time a little bit easier, quicker for you, and hopefully boost your returns. Now, I'll start by saying this isn't tax advice. I'm not a tax advisor, but these are just a few I guess tools you can use, so a bit of fintech for you to get your tax return done a little bit easier with a little bit less stress. Because I know for a fact that a lot of my clients really just don't like tax time. So I've just got a couple of little apps that we can use, or bits of software you can use to get started. Right. Number one, the ETax app. So ETax is a company that does tax returns. They you can submit all your documents online. I used to use them a few years ago, and your tax return is reviewed by a CPA. They've got an app now, so the ETax app. I think it's just a mobile version of their website, but you can upload copies of your receipts with your mobile phone camera and pretty much do the whole lodgement process on your phone. So I think that makes things a lot easier to communicate. So that's a really good, easy way to get your tax return done, rather than shuffling into your accountant with a shoebox full of receipts. So check that out, ETax app. I think there's a couple of other accounting firms that have their own apps, but that's one I come across that was pretty easy to use. So speaking of shoeboxes, there is an app called Shoeboxed, which again is an online platform where you can scan and upload all of your receipts, and that makes it really easy to manage it come tax time. So you don't forget things, you don't get to the end of the year and go, geez, where are all my expenses? I know I've spent a lot of money on deductible expenses, but where are they? So this is a good way. Using the Shoeboxed software, you can then liaise with your accountant to get your maximise your claims. So one that I think will personally save me a lot of time, save my accountant a lot of headaches, is called Vehicle Log. It's an app. It'll cost you around $14. It's really smart. It uses GPS to track the Ks you do in your car. So when you're going to go on a business trip, hit the start button on the app, it'll track the Ks, and you put in your odometer at the end, and it'll work it all out for you. And at the end of the year, it'll work out how many Ks you've done business, subtract that from the total Ks in your vehicle, and it'll give you a good ATO compliant logbook without having to sit there and do it with pencil and paper. So that'll make my life easier, make my accountant's life easier, and for $14 I think it's a pretty good spend. So check that one out. There's also our software, so our wealth portal software on the Asset Lab. You can sign up for a free trial. With that, you can upload because our software tracks your expenses, right? So when you go and review your expenses for the week, some of those you'll be able to identify the ones that are your work expenses or your deductible expenses. You can upload your receipts and put it next to that transaction. So come tax time, you can print off a report of all your deductible expenses along with your work expenses, along with the receipts that you've uploaded. And you can do that with your phone or through your scanner on your computer. So if you want to have a look at our software, that's theassetlab.com.au, and you'll be able to have a free trial there, or you can upgrade if you want all the bells and whistles as well. So thanks for watching, guys. That's a couple of little bits of fintech that you can use to make tax time that a little bit less stressful. So let's cover off on again. Number one is the ETax app. Number two is the Shoeboxed software. So you put all your receipts in the shoebox. This is a virtual shoebox. 3, the vehicle log. That's an app that makes keeping track of your work kilometres easy. And of course, our software as well, the Asset Lab software. So have a look at those, check them out, and make sure that you get all your claims and keep all your receipts so you can do, so you can maximise your deductions. And hopefully, tax time can be a little bit easier for you. Thanks for watching. Do me a favour, hit the subscribe button if you want to keep watching our videos and keep updated. Find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter and LinkedIn as well. Thanks, guys.